Hey, hello everyone. My name is Johanna Tuviala and I'm a PhD student from the University of Eastern Finland. I will tell you about the development of bark beetle outbreak in Koli National Park, the same study I was presenting. I've still got a lot of analysis to be done with the data, but I will now talk more about the bark beetle situation and how it has developed in the national park. So here you can see a map of Finland and where the bark beetle outbreaks have occurred. This is data from Finnish Forest Center and Luke. This is 2003 and then 2004, and well, here you can see where Koli is. It's quite at the northern limit where the bark beetle outbreaks occur, but not quite, since there are some few ones in the Lapland also. And this is 2025. About Koli National Park, it's one of the, maybe one of the most known national parks in Finland. It's known for its beautiful views and hills. It has high recreational value and it's known as one of Finland's national landscapes. And as you can see from the map of Finland, here is elevation. Finland is very flat. Only in Lapland there is some higher elevation, but there are no bark beetle outbreaks there. In the Eastern Finland, there is a zone called hill zone of Eastern Finland, where not mountains, there are 0 mountains in Finland, but these gentle sloped hills that have forest cover. They occur well in this area. Well, yeah, here is just some statistics that the Koli is the 4th most visited national park in Finland out of 41 national parks. This is some view from the top of Koli. You can see it's quite green still, but some dead spruces here and there. They occur in these spots or patches, not vast mortality where every spruce dies, but these kind of patches. And here's another photo. This is Koli Hill and this is the neighbor Paimenvaara Hill. It's as well, the mortality is highest on the top of the Paimenvaara Hill, not under the slopes, but at the top, as well as here in the top of Koli. And there is Nakra Hill. Our study area doesn't cover that, but there is also in Nakra Hill, there are bark beetle killed trees. And this is some background of the bark beetle disturbance in Koli National Park. The outbreak started in 2018 when there was this phenomenon of heavy crown snow load, which occurs at certain elevation. It's something about 300 meters above sea level. So the snow gets compact on the tree crowns and the tree crowns break and the tree gets stressed. And the summer of 2018 was rather dry and warm, which was very good for bark beetles. And the same happened in 2022. So tree crowns broke and it was dry and warm summer. And this 22 was when we started field work in Koli. It's a very good research sites because it's national park and it's a non-management zone. So there's no management, everything is left as it is. Well, some field work. This is our research area. It's in the northern part of Koli National Park. The whole national park is much bigger, but we have focused on this Koli Hill and Paimenenvaara Hill. We have established circular plots. We have control plots with healthy trees and damaged plots with damaged trees. We have set up soil moisture loggers and the bark temperature loggers, also some dendrometers. And we have tried to cover the elevation gradient, so starting low elevation to the top, and also at Paimenenvaara Hill. This is about the plots we have there. So we started the field work in 2022, and we have established more plots year after year. So now we have almost 40 plots, 29 damage plots and 10 control plots. There are circular plots with radius of 10 meters. And also with the plots, we have tried to cover the different elevations and also the slope. Is it steep or not steep, and the aspect class as well. Now we have almost 1,000 trees which have about information about the bark beetle symptoms and tree characteristics. And yeah, we collaborated with ASD to get the location of the plots. This is for the symptom evaluation, we use the system from Blomqvist et al. So from each tree, the resin flow, entrance and exit flows of bark beetles and bark damage, and ground discoloration and defoliation is recorded. They have 3 or 4 classes. And we added also the boring dust as a new symptom. For that, we use 3 classes. This is adapted from Couch et al. But we improve it a little bit to be more specific. And then more data. This is a collaboration with IFE Geospatial Research Institute and Kello airship. In the paper by Emma Turkulainen, it was developed the remote sensing and field data method to recognize dead trees in the landscape. So we have map of dead spruces from 2023 and 2024. Amount of dead spruces has increased since, well, this was 10 dead spruces in 23 and 15 in 24. Okay, this is again our instruments. And more data. We have also pheromone data. We couldn't establish or set up the pheromone traps in the national parks, but we had to choose the closest possible site to do it, and so they are a little bit far from the national park. It's about 10-20 kilometers. We use the Ipsopit pheromone. Here you can see this is the research area, and then we have pheromone trap groups here. But this is, I briefly looked into the data. I think this needs more analysis, but so I combined, this is the swarming and rainfall and also temperature. Maybe from here I could point out the difference between years. This is from this 3-year time series. The interesting is that in 2024 it was quite warm summer and low precipitation, and it was a lot of mortality that year. And in 25, I think it's not so clear from the graphs, but based on field observation on our plots, we didn't get any new bark beetle activity, no bark beetle activity anywhere. So I thought it would be more obvious in the data, but it still seems rather warm, and there's also some precipitation. But it might be just bad luck that we didn't have anything happening on our plots. It could be that it happened outside of the plots. We will see when the remote sensing data is analyzed and we get the map of the whole research area, where we can see where the dead trees are. Did any new dead trees appear this year? Okay, this is the pheromone traps from 3 year. Was slightly higher activity in 24, and 24 and 25 it seems rather not so much difference, although in the field it was we could see it like 24 high activity, bark beetle activity, and 25 nothing. But of course the pheromone traps are not in the national park, they are outside of the national park, so I think that affects a lot. The situation outside of the national park would be very different than in the Koli Hills. But, yeah. And I also briefly looked at the symptom development between the years. So here I have each symptom: resin, holes, bark damage, discoloration, and defoliation. And here is the percentage of species in each class: healthy, mildly infested, and dead. From this one, I should point out that when I look at the dead portion of dead species, there is no change between 24 and 25. So based on our field data, it seems that the outbreak has stopped. There is no new activity this year. And well, no one knows what happens next year, but since this year it wasn't many beetle, low beetle activity. There are less beetles overwintering, so also next year it's possibly not so much activity. And this is not only a situation in Koli, it's also in other parts of Finland that it seems that this year was not so favorable for bark beetles. Yeah, well, this is for next step. I will calculate for each plot index. I have to see if it's better to do it symptom-wise or make one big index from all the symptoms, and then classify the plots into these categories or groups. So I could compare, for example, pure spruce stands and mixed stands and see if there's a difference between the symptom severity. Other options are to look at whether it's fertile site type or not so fertile, and the tree volume, high and low volume, and also look at the elevation, which, well, I guess it seems rather obvious that at the high elevation, it's high mortality, as we already saw from just this presentation. But yeah, I will start to work on this analysis as soon as possible. I'm looking forward to see what the results are. But yeah, this is everything I have so far. This is from Koli last year. No, thank you.